3, you're going.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the worst podcast on planet Earth. It's the MMA Punchline Podcast. My name is Muhsin. We're at Yesilada the 14th. To my left, I have Farhan, the recently camp solo.
Oh.
And our producer today is one of the best comedians on earth. Just recently overtook Dave Chappelle on the rankings. It's Luke Chilton, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Yeah,
Ricky
baby.
boy.
I don't go camping, bro.
No, it's because you're gay. That's what I'm saying.
Right, okay.
I'm saying you're gay. How would you do as a gay person? Good?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think I'd fare well.
I think my life would have been better if I was gay.
First of all, I don't want to go to hell.
What?
Hey, I could play the Islam card on that, so you can't cancel me.
Can you get cancelled for that, Luke?
Can
Can you get cancelled for your
That's my
religious
religion,
beliefs?
bro? It's a tricky. That's sort of the liberals' dilemma, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
They don't wade in on that one.
Yeah.
No way.
it's too hard. It's too much
hard.
thinking involved.
There's
for
no
that one.
winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna sell any shampoo bottles with that ad campaign. you
Nah.
know?
No.
But we'll get more to these very important topics.
Wash the gay away.
Yes.
Salam alaikum.
I've heard.
Walaikum salam.
I bet there's an advert like that somewhere in Dubai. 100%. But let's first talk about some MMA because this is an MMA podcast. For now, I feel like we're slowly drifting away from MMA. We're slowly drifting away from it. Drifting
More
away.
like MM gay.
Oh. MMA is a bit gay.
Oh, it's so gay.
And the first
So
thing
gay.
we're talking about is boxing.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
talking about a gay guy, Jake Paul, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
He's definitely closeted.
Mashallah.
A
well
little
done.
bit.
You reckon?
100%.
Why?
Both of
Well
them are a
done.
little bit closeted. Yeah.
Well done, Jake Paul.
Well,
They just-
Nate Diaz, no.
Not Nate. No, I mean Jake and Logan.
Oh, both of them.
Yeah, are a little bit closeted.
I think they
no.
fancy each other.
They could do. That'd be kind of horny. That'd be fun to watch.
Two brothers getting
I think
on.
Jake Paul's a bit more closeted than Logan is, though. Oddly.
They get some nice girls, though, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, they definitely do.
They do.
But then again, if you're young, rich, and influential, you would do.
And yeah, handsome guys, too.
Yeah. Who do you reckon gets hotter women, Nate Diaz or Jake Paul?
Jake Paul, obviously.
Do you think?
I think Nate Diaz
Yeah.
isn't he committed to
Mm.
someone? Doesn't he have a I think he's got a lady. But
Who?
Just don't. Nate Diaz.
Yeah, so does Jake Paul.
Yeah.
He's like dating some those like sprinter skiing girls
Oh, nice.
who
Well
like
done.
race on skis.
Huh?
Okay.
You know, like skiing but racing skiing.
Oh.
Jake Paul's like engaged or something to one of
Okay.
those girls, and she's
Oh.
like the best in the world at it.
That's pretty cool.
Didn't
That
he
is
have
pretty
another
cool, yeah.
girlfriend just recently, some blonde?
I think he dated a porn star at one point.
Probably.
Yeah, good for him, man.
And Paul,
He's engaged.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul's now engaged.
Oh, to who?
Some blonde girl.
You know, them two, I feel like they should just not get married. Why getting engaged all the time? Just live your life for a bit.
Mm. Do you know what? I think they've probably slept with so many women now where they're just kind of over it.
Yeah.
After you've slept with the 1,004 men, you know?
But they got like so
Yeah,
much
well-
money that, they'll probably get divorced and have to give away half. And
Yeah, but we're all going to do that anyway. We're all getting divorced.
yeah, true. Anyway,
Sad, but
so
true.
so Jake Paul goes to 7-1 now versus Nate Diaz.
What an achievement.
10 rounds, unanimous decision win. And
Congratulations, Jake.
it was a fun fight, man. It was like a
So
fun, scrappy sparring match.
Everything that everyone thought was going to happen happened.
It was almost like
Yeah.
scripted
Yeah,
to perfection.
yeah.
People are saying it's scripted. I don't know if it's scripted.
It probably is, bro.
But it's like they got everything they wanted out of it. Jake
Yeah.
Paul looked good, landed his power shots.
No
won.
one lost.
But Nate Diaz came out as Nate Diaz always does with the moral win.
Yeah,
And yeah, it was a fun fight.
yeah.
But it's funny, as every time Nate got hurt, he would just end up looking better.
Yeah.
Like, he'll get dropped and he'll come back and just start swinging again. And
I think Nate Diaz is the prime example of why being beaten as a child can have its advantages.
yeah.
Because there's something that clicks in. When he gets smacked or punched, he clicks into gear. And that can only happen with someone who's experienced being beaten by their
Yeah.
parents severely.
He's the king of the
You know?
moral victories.
The king of the moral victories.
So
yes.
obviously he took the moral victory here against Jake.
He did.
He took the moral victory against Leon
He
when
did.
he slapped him in the 5th round, but still
Yeah.
lost 4 rounds to 1.
He got the moral victory over McGregor by finishing that fight on top.
Yeah.
Because the argument would be if there was another round
And also he got the
or
finish.
10 more seconds.
He got the finish where in the first one where Conor didn't
Mhm.
get the finish. And also he slapped Khabib in some Bellator event.
Yeah.
So he got the victory over Khabib there. And then also he got the victory over Dustin because Dustin pulled out against him. So he's like, oh, you were too pussy to fight me. So yeah, king of the moral victory.
He's a very clever guy.
And he slapped Dana White as well.
Yeah.
So he owns Dana White now too.
Like he got head kicked, knocked out by Josh Thompson, but no one really remembers.
No one remembers it
cares.
at all. No one even talks about it.
Like, look at all the people he made this point himself, right? All the people he's lost to, he's had far more of a successful career in terms of finances.
Yeah.
So, maybe not Jorge. He's made more money than Jorge Masvidal, actually.
Probably at this point, yeah.
In MMA. So let's go through his losses. So his first loss was to a guy called Koji Oishi.
Okay.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh,
right?
his brother beat up Koji Oishi, I believe.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, that is some
I believe so.
Luke Chilton, ladies and gentlemen.
I might be wrong. I think, yeah, he came into the UFC. He even jumping sidekicked him, I believe.
Who, Nick Diaz did?
Nick Diaz did. That was the first move he pulled.
How the fuck do you know? That is some niche knowledge. How the fuck did you know that?
Have YouTube.
Oh, look at you.
Koji Oishi. Oh, so this is before he won the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, I actually think that wasn't on his record for a while, you know.
Oh, really?
He did.
It was
UFC
amateur.
53 KO punches in the first round.
That's a fun fight to watch because Koji Oishi tries to like use sort of like like Wing Chun style blocking.
Yeah.
So he tries to use his arms to block, but not like tight to his head. Like tries to meet like sort of anime style. It doesn't work.
Well, Koji Oishi did get a moral victory in that fight because then he beat Nate Diaz.
Yeah, years later.
So he's got one over the Diaz brothers.
Okay. So he lost to Hermes Franca.
Well played. Look, this is why we pay the big bucks.
I know,
what I mean,
bro.
Man, no shit.
I know
Lucas
shit.
could never. When Lucas. Oh, by the way, we should probably say where Lucas has gone for anyone who's wondering. So basically,
He's in an airplane.
Lucas
He's
passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He died in a plane crash.
He died in a plane crash to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Did you go to the memorial, Luke?
He's actually in a plane, though. Do you know that?
Okay.
His gig is in a plane.
His gig is in a plane. Have you seen
Oh,
this?
he's in the same venue as Chin Wang.
Oh, maybe they'll
Another
get
piece
together.
of,
That'd be-
Anyway,
Information.
he lost to Clay
Yeah.
Guida, Joe Stevenson, Gray Maynard. But then he ended up beating Gray Maynard, I believe.
Yeah, he
Knocked him out. He
Yeah.
fucked up Gray Maynard.
yeah.
And then he lost to Dong Hyun Kim, Rory McDonald. Rory McDonald fucked him up, I remember.
yeah. He,
Ben
suplexed
Henderson.
him into the moon.
Josh Thompson, RDA, McGregor. So, like, everyone he's beaten has gone on to have shitter careers than him except McGregor, I guess. But then Leon Edwards is champ right now, so we'll see how that goes.
His McGregor, Jorge Masvidal, and Leon Edwards have had more financially lucrative careers than him potentially.
Potentially.
Well, Leon will at least go on to have one.
Yeah.
Jorge Masvidal maybe's made more money than him.
Yeah, maybe.
Um,
Grain bread boxing as well.
and McGregor definitely has. But the rest of those guys,
They've all forgotten about.
that's the great thing about MMA. And the terrible thing about MMA is the fact that if a guy had a record like 21-13 in boxing, he'd be considered a bum and make no money. Whereas Nate Diaz is a multimillionaire, superstar.
I know, I like that. That's what I hate about boxing. It's
Yeah.
all rigged.
You lose one fight and you're considered a bum
Yeah, it's stupid.
and finished. Like Ryan Garcia, who's clearly a very talented fighter, loses one fight to Gervonta Davis and suddenly he's a scrub.
Yeah.
I do think they should have not given him that fight. I
Who?
agree with Oscar.
Oh yeah, he was never going to win that. No,
Yeah.
no, too soon
agree
for
with
him.
Oscar.
He's too handsome for Gervonta Davis.
What I
He'd be a
liked
bit ugly to beat Gervonta.
That's true. What
Yeah.
what I liked about Nate Diaz versus Jake Paul is like he was clearly getting beaten. He didn't really have a jab. When he landed like a double jab, they'll be like, "Oh, Nate's landing a double jab." I
Yeah.
like how the commentators know that it's silly.
Yeah,
They buy into it, and then when they like do something impressive, they're like, "Oh, look at him doing head movement."
yeah.
So I like when Nate Diaz was closing the distance and landing like uppercuts close. That was fun.
Do
And
you
he
think
was doing
Diaz
well.
deliberately, in like the early rounds, do you think he deliberately fights a bit shit? Or is
Maybe.
it he actually does take a while to get the gas going?
He paces himself
Mm.
so he can go for longer.
They did say
know,
they're
he paces himself, which is why sometimes
yeah.
people get an early jump on him.
Yeah.
They said the game plan was to wait until the last few rounds and hope that Jake gets tired. which was clearly happening.
That did kind of happen.
It did happen, yeah.
It did kind of happen.
He just never has enough to finish people.
One person had it like only gave like 1 round to Nate Diaz. I don't agree with that.
I would say like 3 or 4 maybe.
I thought it was a much closer fight than people gave it credit for. Like Jake is not anywhere near the level he thinks he's at in terms as a boxer. He's actually, in terms of professional boxing, he's awful.
Yeah.
He's really bad.
He's just good against MMA guys.
Like Tommy Fury showed, like we shouldn't forget about what Tommy Fury did to him, right? Like that Tommy Fury fight wasn't as close as the scorecards reflected. They worked really hard to make it look closer on the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, but he did drop Tommy.
Yeah, but that was still not enough to reflect what the scorecards were.
So, question.
Yeah, go on.
Who do you think is the best MMA representative that has gone on to be a boxer? Because McGregor went 10 rounds against
Jose Aldo.
the greatest.
Jose Aldo did well.
True, but McGregor went against the greatest of all time.
Yeah, but
and went 10 rounds.
Yeah, but he's also not a knockout machine.
And he got carried in that fight, bro.
Yeah.
Floyd was just wandering around. I think all right, so Jose Aldo had an exhibition and won a 6-round decision over a boxer.
And but Pettis beat Roy Jones Jr.,
who's old, same age as my dad. So
I would still go with McGregor.
Yeah.
I can't lie, just because of the fact that he went 10 rounds against Floyd and it was the biggest fight of all time. But Nate Diaz looked the best out of the MMA guys fighting Jake Paul. Let's give him that.
But Floyd let him go 10 rounds.
Yeah.
He was just wondering.
Okay,
looking back at that fight, what do you reckon? Did Floyd carry him to 10 rounds from what you remember?
I don't really remember that fight. All I remember is like him punching him real light in the nose. Like a doink.
Oh yeah. Naughty.
Yeah. But but it wasn't. There was it wasn't a competition. It was like absolute outclassing. And Nate Diaz was like, there were moments where Jake looked scared.
But Jake is not Floyd level though.
No, that's true.
In recent memory, I'm saying Jose Aldo had the best boxing performance.
Okay, I think the answer is Jose Aldo probably.
Yeah, but Nate is Nate. Nate has a way of getting those moral victories, but in terms of his boxing skill set, like I wasn't impressed by his boxing skill set. Yeah. Like he looked like a guy who had a couple of tools and he used them, and he's good at getting through the rounds and pacing himself. Yeah. His experience got him through.
Well, that's what I was interested to see, was like him doing clean boxing, because normally in MMA he's like really effective when he's in the clinch. You know, he's got them against the cage, and then he's just like throwing these real short little loopy things.
Well, he put him in a guillotine to prove a point.
Yeah.
And he put his arms up because the fight would be over now.
Yeah.
This would be the end of the fight in a real fight. Anderson Silva had the best boxing performance.
Oh, yeah.
Because he beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Yeah, but he was a bum, though.
It's still impressive, though.
Yeah.
Because he's a former world champion.
Yeah.
And he stopped him, didn't he? Did he stop him?
But then Anderson Silva lost to Jake Paul.
Was it only a bum in boxing terms? That's not a real bum.
Like, he's a disappointment to his father. That's what
yeah.
Because his father was the GOAT. Or one of the GOATs.
I feel bad for these guys who have, like, really, like, successful boxer dads. Because you're never going to be as good, are you?
Has anyone?
Chris Eubank.
Well, Floyd.
Yeah, that's true. There's a few. Floyd is the exception.
How good's Eubank's son? I don't
Nowhere near as good as Senior.
He's good though. I like him. But he's not as good.
Didn't he also nearly kill someone?
Who?
His son.
Yeah, and so did
Eubank
Senior.
Jr. Yeah.
Senior did kill someone in a car accident.
Oh, did he?
And he left someone
brain damage.
With both Junior and Senior have left people with brain damage. Me and my so the Junior fight against Nick Blackwell, me and my mum were watching that because it was on Channel 5, and she doesn't watch boxing. And even my mum, who knows nothing, goes, why is the referee letting this carry on? This guy's not defending himself. And that poor guy now has brain damage for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Very sad. And it all could have been avoided. That's the thing that MMA needs to get better at, is stopping fights. No one ever stops fights in MMA. It's so rare compared to boxing.
What do you mean stops? You mean...
No one ever throws the towel in.
Oh, they did for Nick Diaz, Robbie Lawler.
It should become more
they threw the towel in when Nate Diaz got knocked out as well. Nick threw it.
Oh, yeah.
Nick threw it when he
did
got
he really?
head kicked. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What a pussy.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
What was I going to say? I'm kind of looking more forward to these fights now. Like, you know, these like MMA YouTuber fights or MMA versus boxing fights. Like, I'm looking forward to Ngannou and Fury. and I'm looking forward.
It's just a spectacle, innit?
Yeah, it's fun though.
Yeah.
Do you think these fights are bigger now than like a world title MMA fight?
No,
No.
I don't think they are.
Do you think these fights are bigger than like Sean O'Malley versus Aljamain Sterling?
Like, what felt bigger to you? Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz or Pereira versus Adesanya?
Pereira Adesanya, but that's
Yeah.
because I'm a fan though.
Yes,
of the
yes,
sport.
yes.
So do you think for outside people they would rather watch the Jake Paul one?
I actually don't think so.
Okay.
I think there's a lot less interest in these fights than people put on.
Yeah.
Because I don't think these numbers, like, I don't think Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz did huge numbers.
Maybe not, but you know.
I think the novelty has worn off a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the outcome. We've seen enough of it to work out the pattern of what's going to happen. You know?
Oh, so basically Jake offered Nate 10 million to fight in PFL. Do you think Nate would just submit him quickly, or do you think Jake's going to show
Knowing Nate,
anything?
probably not.
Yeah.
Knowing Nate will just like box for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Like a...
Jake seems very confident though. I'm kind of interested to see if he has anything. Obviously
He
they have
doesn't.
don't they have a wrestling background or something?
Bro.
I know that's not going to be
Yeah.
enough, but I wonder I wonder if Nate does fight him, will he just try and end it in 30 seconds, or will he try and bully him for like 5 rounds?
Nate will do what Nate does, and he'll be fucking around and make it. Nate will make it look harder than it needs to be,
Okay.
which is beneficial for Jake Paul,
Yeah.
because then Jake Paul can say, "I went 3 rounds with an MMA great in my first MMA bout."
Yeah, but I feel like Nate could just submit him though. Like,
Yeah. If Nate buckled down
Yeah.
and tried to get it done in the first round,
I mean, he had the guillotine in that night.
yeah, he could probably get it done within the first round.
Yeah.
If he just buckled down and committed to getting in the clinch and then turning it into a grappling match. But Nate won't do that. Nate will fuck around for a bit and put himself at risk.
I bet.
Nate will get cut.
Oh, wow. Imagine if he loses like that. I can imagine Nate will have the submission locked in and let it go.
Yeah.
And then be like, I submitted you 3 times.
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah. And give him the middle finger a couple of
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Yeah.
You literally have him rear naked choke, let him up, go back
Slap-
to it, get the
slap him.
guillotine, get the arm bar, let it go.
Do you think Nate Diaz has sex the way he fights in MMA? Like, nearly makes a girl come, pulls out and goes for a walk, gives her the middle finger.
Flexes his muscle.
Yeah. I can make you come whenever I want.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Why are you checking your phone?
Because I'm checking fights, bro.
I've got it in front of me.
All right, go on then.
bastard.
You do it then.
Yeah. You want to talk about UFC Fight Night?
Yeah.
A little
Tatiana
bit.
Suarez looked good.
She did in more ways than one.
Yeah. What's
Beautiful woman, and she's a very talented fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing if she gets a title shot.
That was a very important fight for her because she needs to speed up a little bit,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
taken her from number 10 to number 5.
I think just give her the number 1 contender fight straight away.
Yeah, I mean,
Who would she fight?
give me one moment. Let's get
Probably Jan. Jan?
Let's have a little look. See, she can fight.
Jan. No, wait. Who's
Yeah, she could fight Jan.
But who's Wei Li fighting?
Let me have a look. Zhang Wei Li is fighting Amanda Lemos.
Yeah, let's do Jan versus Tatiana, unless Jan's got a fight.
Yeah, we can do that. Why not? I think she wins that.
Should do, yeah.
One thing from my analysis, my in-depth analysis of just watching the Tatiana Suarez, Jessica Andrade fight 5 minutes ago, is that the one bad habit Tatiana has, I think because she's been so dominant over these girls,
Yeah.
is that sometimes she moves towards her opponent's dominant hand,
Yeah.
and the cleaner striker like Zhang Wei
Jan.
Li
Or Jan.
or Yan,
Yeah.
or Rose even,
Rose is going up now.
will punish you. Yeah.
So I remember her fight against Nina Ansaroff.
Mm-hmm.
Nina Ansaroff did tag her a little bit. And Nina Ansaroff is not.
Probably
I
for
know.
that reason.
Yeah.
Probably walking towards her dominant
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
She needs to get more comfortable to go in the other direction.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of what happens when you're so dominant. It's like playing football. This is a bit of an exaggeration, but for the point. You know, when you're playing football with like kids who are younger than you, right, in like your garden or something, you just take the piss because you've got nothing to worry about. It's the same with this. Like, she's just so dominant over the girls she's fought so far, where she's never been concerned about what's coming back.
Yeah.
But with girls like that, you do need to be, maybe she could fight Carla. That'd be a good fight. Carla, has she fought Carla?
She destroyed Carla.
Oh, she's already fought
like
Carla.
years ago, yeah.
Oh, okay, then there's
She
no point.
fucking destroyed her,
Yeah,
and then Carla became champion, which is obviously
hilarious.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Dern would be a good fight, but it should be fighting down the rankings. Who do you think wins that?
It's interesting.
Yeah, because it'll be like submission contest. Who has the better Brazilian jiu-jitsu? I don't know enough about.
I think
both of
the like Khabib can submit a black belt, and I
Mhm.
think it's the same case. Tatiana can probably
Yeah.
submit. I don't know if she'll submit Mackenzie, but she could definitely subdue her
Yeah.
attacks.
I think overall Tatiana has a better striking than Mackenzie because Mackenzie she just kind of rushes in
she does, but it's
with her chin in the
though.
air.
It does work though.
Well, it was effective last time for the
Yeah.
first time.
That's a good fight though.
It's never been effective before for her.
That would be a very interesting women's
Yeah.
fight, 100%.
All right. So yeah, she's still great.
Corey Sandhagen's just boring, man. I can't.
Okay. No, he's not. He had a boring fight.
A lot of his recent fights have been boring though because he's gone wrestler mode now.
What other one? Let's have a look at this. I don't know.
Okay, the one against Peter Yan was good, yeah, but the last one and this one is he's just a wrestler now. He was exciting before.
He was not boring against Marlon Vera.
It wasn't boring, but it was just like, okay, wrestle, take him down. He was more like when he first started. He was an exciting striker, right? And we were getting behind him because he was getting
Yeah.
these flying knees and all this shit.
Well, now what do you do with him?
Yeah,
Because the antidote for Sandhagen was just take him down. Well,
Yeah.
now he's taking you down and he's mixing it in and he's got you thinking.
it's true. He's trying to get his wrestling up because of the killers with the wrestling, like.
And also,
what's his name?
he exposes himself to
Marab.
being taken down with all that flying stuff.
The fight that makes sense is Marab, right? Why didn't they just do that?
They probably would do
In fact,
that.
why didn't they just do that first? Because they wanted him to fight Umar first, and then Umar pulled out, and so it's Rob.
They probably will do that. That's a great fight.
Oh, Marab was meant to fight Cejudo, but then Cejudo pulled out.
Marab is on an 8-fight winning streak, I believe.
Marab is
1,
good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9-fight winning streak. 32. Sandhagen is 31. That's a good age for bantamweight.
Yeah.
They're in their primes.
Yeah.
They're absolutely in their primes. Let's do that fight. Either on a pay-per-view card or headlining another fight night. Wicked fight. Who would you back?
In what?
Marab versus Sandhagen.
Probably Marab.
Really? I don't know, such
That's
a
a
close
tough one.
fight.
Yeah, it's a tough
That's
one.
another split decision.
Yeah.
Sandhagen's such a good fighter now, man. So complete. Like the guy who lost to Aljamain to now is completely different guy.
Yeah, that's true.
All that
But then
meditation.
Aljamain's a different guy as well.
Alja's a
Aljamain's
beast now.
completely
Yeah.
different guy. That goes into UFC 291 then.
Mm-hmm.
Aljamain versus Sugar Sean.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see that going?
I think Aljamain wins that fight, if
think
I'm being
Aljamain
honest. Yeah,
I think
he has
Aljamain-
enough.
I think Aljamain has enough to win. Obviously, Sean has the first round chance to knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
Or later, like he can knock him out as long as he's standing and he's in range. But I don't know. I think Aljamain, he's smart enough to avoid that. I would like Sean to win because it's a lot more exciting for the sport.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, if Aljamain wins, he'll probably go up anyway to 145, and then him versus Volkanovski would be fun. So yeah,
I think Aljamain is awkward enough to throw off Sean O'Malley's rhythm.
yeah,
I think I think what you will end up seeing is Sean O'Malley having to pick up the pace uncomfortably towards the final rounds because he'll find in the first 2 or 3 rounds he just hasn't thrown enough
yeah.
because he's worried about the takedown and to the awkwardness in terms of the distance that Aljamain can cover in a short space of time with his reach.
Sean seems like a guy where if he loses, like the momentum's gone. Obviously, he lost to Marlon Vera, but because it was the weird leg break and people didn't really see it as a real finish, even though it was, they kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt there. But I feel like if he gets choked out by Aljamain, I think his hype will go. Do you think losing will hurt him, or do you think it's fine?
No, I think he's in one of those unique positions where he's a big enough star where people will want to see him, and people want to see him lose. He's one of those guys where it's people will be satisfied to see him lose.
It seems like both of them are the type of guy where people would be satisfied if they lose.
I think O'Malley more because I think O'Malley winds up people more than Aljo does. People just find Aljo a little bit cringy, but they can take or leave him.
That's true.
I think, but listen, but that's good. In the words of Chael Sonnen, the worst thing an audience can be towards you is indifferent.
Yeah.
You know, whether you come or go. You either need to be hated or loved. And if you can be both and by either end of the fan base, and that's fantastic. And that's what Sean O'Malley has. You either can't stand him, you want to shave off his hair and like paint over his tattoos. Or you love him and you love everything about him. Sean O'Malley's done a very good job of marketing himself to younger people with his affiliation with like Steve Will Do It and the Nelk Boys and all that stuff, and his gaming stuff. Another thing that's like Sean O'Malley probably doesn't need the MMA bag anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got his hand in so many. And what does that do to a fighter? Yeah. If he loses, does that knock his motivation to continue to get better? I don't know. He'll say no, but you don't know.
What's the other fights on that card?
So we both picked Aljo, yeah?
Yes.
We're going with Aljo. Locking it in? You're not going to do that shit that you normally do where if Sean O'Malley wins, you call me up the next day and go, do you know what? 10 minutes before the fight, I actually picked Sean O'Malley.
Look, that's
that shit, by the way.
The walkouts are important because then you analyze, see their body language, and it can change. But it's true, like when Justin Gaethje walked out, I really thought he was going to win.
The benefit of Farhan's predictions is he gets to pick both people to win.
Yes. I'm going to go with Aljamain.
Who are you picking, Luke?
Aljamain as well.
Aljamain.
Yeah.
Actually, fuck it, I'm going with Sean O'Malley.
What the fuck?
I changed my mind.
Wow.
Well, look, you see what he's doing? So now he'll refer to either bit. He's covered. He's like Donald Trump of MMA predictions.
No, I said both of them. No, let's go with Aljamain.
Both are good guys. I think both are going to win.
No, we're going with Aljamain. But if Sean wins, I'm going to cut that.
Wait, but wins by how?
I want to go with Aljamain by decision because I don't want to say that he's going to finish Sean. He could probably get the submission. But let's go with decision for now. Just play it safe.
I think Aljamain wins unless Sean O'Malley wins, in which case Sean O'Malley won.
Okay, fine.
That's my prediction.
What's your actual prediction?
I'm going big Aljo.
How?
I think he's gonna edge out points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll go with decision. But again, Sean can always land that shot.
I'm gonna treat you.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about Wei Li Zhang versus Amanda Lemos first, or Jeff Neal versus Ian Gary first?
Let's go Jeff Neal.
And Ian Gary.
Yeah.
That's a fun fight.
That is a fun fight, man.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Good for Ian Gary for testing himself, man.
I know.
He's doing all the right things at the moment.
Do you think it's too much too soon, or do you think he will benefit from Jeff Neal just losing to Shavkat?
I mean, Jeff Neal has years of experience more than him.
And he looked good against Shavkat. Let's not get it wrong. He hurt Shavkat. No. Obviously, Shavkat just savaged it at the end and choked him out.
If Ian Gary goes in there and smokes Jeff Neal, it's a massive statement.
It is. But do you think it's too much too soon, though?
I don't know. We don't know enough about Ian Gary to say that.
I guess we'll find out then.
Yeah. We don't know how, in the words of Charles Son, how good is Ian Gary?
How good is him? How good is he, yeah?
We don't know how good he is. He might go in there and get ragdolled and we realize, oh no, here are the holes in his game.
Do you have an opinion on that fight, Ian Gary?
I actually don't know who either of them are.
Oh.
They're both lovely men.
Is it?
Who deserve every chance in the
Ian
life.
Gary sounds like two pub men shoved together.
It is. It is. Ian Gary was
a Weatherspoon brawler.
He's like a tall, good-looking Irishman.
He was once a boy
who
was a massive Conor McGregor fan. And there's this very popular photo of him taking a photo with Conor McGregor as a child. And he's wearing a cute little burgundy shirt and he's going like this and he's all excited.
He's been doing well as well.
And then the UFC obviously used that image 1,400 times in his debut. And in his debut, he knocked out his opponent and he did the McGregor Billy Walk thing.
Well, but he's got to get his own thing. What's he doing?
Well, if you're Irish, you just copy McGregor for a bit.
And he's got a Brazilian girlfriend who's a presenter for Cage Warriors, I believe, or something.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Very nice.
Ian Machado, Gary. He took her name.
Don't you find it interesting when someone tells you to have a Brazilian girlfriend, you just automatically assume that the girlfriend is extremely attractive?
She's
but Brazilian people are attractive.
Yeah, so you just assume. But I'm sure there's ugly Brazilian people.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Shall I look up ugly Brazilian people?
That comedian that day.
Ugly Brazilian.
Remember that fat comedian? Oh, shit. Sorry, man. You remember him, though? He wasn't ugly, but... Okay, fuck it. I don't want to...
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm going to give him the minute stamp of you saying that and send it to him.
Yeah, but his bit is about how he's Brazilian and doesn't look Brazilian.
I just looked up ugly Brazilian people and Ronaldinho came up. That's not fair.
Exactly. That's the ugliest guy in Brazil. It's not that bad.
If that's the ugliest guy in Brazil, everyone in Brazil
He's the most famous ugly guy, probably.
Yeah. Brazil is famously sexy country.
Yeah, it is.
Neymar's quite good looking.
Neymar's a very handsome boy. He's got glowy eyes. Have you guys noticed that about Neymar's eyes?
Nah.
His eyes sparkle when he smiles.
that's
Kaká
lovely.
was
Yeah.
kind of good looking.
Kaká was good looking. His name means pig,
Ronaldo
though.
was good looking. Fat Ronaldo.
Fat Ronaldo was not good looking.
When he was
Fat Ronaldo, good looking.
like in the
Yeah.
90s.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
When he got fat, then.
Distinguished.
But is he good looking because he was?
What's his name? Who's the other guy? Vicente Luque is good looking. He's fighting this weekend.
Gabriel Jesus is good looking.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah. Best looking Brazilian person in MMA.
Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
Paulo
you?
Costa.
Would you go on a night of adventures with Paulo Costa?
A night on adventures.
A night of adventures.
Oh, you mean would I let him fuck me?
Yeah, in the bum.
No, because he'd kill me.
Yeah. All right. What if he bent over and said, "You can put it in my
Yeah,
bum"?
I'd do it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Fairs.
Israel did that to him though in his fight.
Israel
Yeah.
did do that to him.
Yeah.
You got that Nigerian
Israel
meat.
did that to Palestine as well. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Whoa, whoa, God. Oh.
Stick your hand out. It's a pro-Israel podcast. Isn't it, Luke?
Don't get me in there.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh,
Oh,
God.
God.
All right. Should we just stop talking about MMA now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Whaley's going to beat Amanda Lemos. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Amanda Lemos. I wish I knew who she was.
Amanda Lemos, bit of a lame-o. Am I right, guys?
Weili Zhang. Weili Zhang is great, man. Weili Zhang. Yeah, good for her. I don't know what else to say.
Would you date Whaley?
Uh,
Would you date Whaley, Luke?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protections.
I would love having a girlfriend who could like fuck people up
Yeah.
legitimately. It's so hot to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it.
I'd let her pick me up and peg me. That's what I would do. If I had a girlfriend who could beat me
That's
up.
not what I said, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I would.
I'm not. She's not my type, but for the money, why not?
What's your type? Fat Ronaldo.
Yeah, Fat Ronaldo. Yeah.
What is your type?
Not.
I'm not gonna make a clip out of it, so you don't have to worry.
Not Weili.
You know this guy cowards out of saying what he really wants to say on this podcast.
Oh yeah. What about you? What about you?
I reckon
Shall we
My
go down that
type-
route? Yeah.
My
No,
type.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
I know what
I'll talk
Farhan,
about
I know
my
what
type.
Farhan's type is.
Go on.
It's anime waifus.
Oh.
He's
What
always
is
wearing like a Dragon Ball Z.
By the
t-shirt
way,
of Chi-Chi.
this guy refuses to watch anime, and I was telling him he needs.
Who?
Because I'm not an incel.
You don't watch anime?
No.
Bro,
Never.
anime is amazing.
Israel Adesanya watches anime.
I know.
Yeah, and look at him. I'd knock him out. Easy.
Luke,
Easy.
what would you say is the best anime of all time, or the most famous?
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball's pretty good. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball is the
Dragon Ball
most
Z.
famous, probably, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the best or the.
I like. I think the best one I've seen was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
I'd say Yu-Gi-Oh.
But a lot of it's bad. Most
Yeah.
of it's bad.
that's true. I'd say like 10% are elite.
Beyblade was sick.
Nah, that's wrong.
You didn't have Beyblades as a kid.
No, I
You
refuse.
like all the toy selling ones? Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yeah, 'cause I-
Pokemon, Beyblade.
Yeah,
You're
because I was a
corporate
kid
anime. Yeah.
yeah.
who liked
I
Beyblades.
like One Piece. One Piece.
No, you liked what you were told to like.
Yeah.
You would have been.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
like
no-
One Piece?
I actually haven't watched One Piece.
Oh,
I didn't grow up
only
privileged like you
because
guys.
it's like a billion episodes.
just
I'm
watch
like,
it,
that's
bro.
too
It's the
scary.
best.
Isn't that just Pirates of the Caribbean, but the
No,
anime
no, no.
version?
No, the Netflix
is,
anime,
yeah.
the Netflix live action made it like Pirates of the Caribbean. The actual anime is not anything to do with Pirates of the Caribbean.
If all One Piece episodes just disappeared tomorrow,
Yeah,
what would happen to your life?
I still got the manga.
You can't. Manga's gone as well.
Then I would be hurt.
Would you kill yourself?
No, but I would be devastated.
What would? Okay.
I would be devastated.
What if anime and manga disappeared entirely, never to exist again?
And I knew that it existed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would be devastated.
devastated.
Yeah,
You reckon-
He'd be so successful.
Yeah, your life would actually get better.
I probably would get better.
You've got the eyes of a guy who watches too much anime.
Yeah, it's true.
He's got that tired look in his face.
Yesterday I watched 4 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, 4 episodes of Zom 100, 4 episodes of Bleach,
It's not right, bro.
6 episodes of Baki.
How do you have a girlfriend?
I don't know.
It's a miracle.
I know.
Give it up for Mrs. Solo.
She watches it sometimes too with me.
Oh God, yeah, she's only doing that to humor you, by the way. She has no interest in that.
She liked one of them. She liked The Promised Neverland.
Yeah, I bet she did. Yeah, no, she did not.
She did. She watched it without me.
Girls like... No, she didn't.
She did.
She didn't.
She finished season 1.
She did not finish season 1.
I quizzed her on it.
Huh?
I quizzed her on it.
She read the Wikipedia.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. That would be very clever if she did. I hate you more. Okay.
Anime is one of the biggest media forms right now.
And that shows you how many...
Because...
And that explains why there's been a rise in school shootings.
Maybe. But also, you know, like TV shows, yeah? Like, we had Game of Thrones era. We had the golden age of TV with Mad Men and The Wire. TV hasn't been the same. The storytelling is weak, bro.
No, but anime benefits from viewership from hentai as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's not the point.
It's got a porn thing associated with it.
Anime storytelling is incredible. And that's what...
Do you see his dirty little smile when I mentioned hentai?
Oh, I just wanted to...
Look, he's got it again.
Anime fans have the wildest internet history.
They do.
They really do. You lot know where to go on the internet to find the dark stuff, man.
It's very dark. I don't watch it, but it's very dark. Very dark.
How do you know?
Because I've
watched it.
My friend told me about it.
Yeah, this friend that doesn't
It's
exist.
extremely dark. I would not go on those websites because you could get in trouble.
Really? That bad?
Yeah.
Damn. Did you guys just, like, when you were kids, just go on, like, 4chan with your mates just to watch people jumping off
I never knew
stuff?
what 4chan was.
No, I
I
didn't
was
know.
an old man.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to just, like, people used to just, like, show me, like, videos of people killing themselves. And
I remember that going around in school.
Yeah.
I love, like, jihadi execution videos.
Yeah,
and stuff.
or, like, someone having sex with a dog, stuff like that. That gets sent to me on BlackBerry. Was it called BlackBerry or Blueberry? BlackBerry.
BBM.
BlackBerry.
BBM.
Excuse me. Oh, BlackBerry days were fun, man.
I never had one.
Walking up to girls in shopping centers. Excuse me, can I get your BBM pin?
I never had one.
You never had a BlackBerry? It's fucking loser.
I know.
Did you have a BlackBerry?
No, I had a girlfriend.
I had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I had bare girlfriends.
Did you?
I mean, BBM was the place to get girlfriends. In fact, the girl I liked had a BBM, and I had a shitty LG phone, so I was kind of upset that I didn't have a BBM.
I had Nokia. I was like, do you like Snake too,
Oh, yeah.
babe?
Snake was a good game.
So I'd be like to my dad, Papa, can I have BBM for Christmas? And he's like, we don't celebrate Christmas, bastard.
And then your dad spat on you.
Yeah.
BlackBerry was a good... I had a friend growing up. And thank you very much. Thank you. It was pretty cool. Basically, I had this friend growing up.
Gay
and
friend?
no, he wasn't gay either. So I had this
Brazilian.
friend. Pardon?
Brazilian.
He wasn't brilliant. He was Kurdish. And it wasn't gay Kurd. So I had this friend growing up.
So did he go back home for holiday to a country that's not his?
Oh. Why are you coming forward with these political statements?
Man. I don't know. Sorry.
Luke feels very uncomfortable with all of this. He just signed up to produce a podcast and now we're all getting cancelled.
Okay.
That's all right. I'm not on this at all. Camera's just
it's
on
not
YouTube.
Luke. It's actually Lucas.
Yeah.
So blame
what I'm
Lucas.
saying.
Yeah. So this guy, who was a friend of mine growing up, he decided that he wanted to impress girls on BlackBerry Messenger by pretending he was in prison. So he got me to post his photo as my display photo and write in my bio, free so-and-so, and then send out like a broadcast message saying free so-and-so. And it worked. So many girls were like, oh my God, I'm going to add him. What did he go to prison for? How, when you're 14, that stuff just works.
What did you say he went to prison for?
I can't remember. Probably like robbing someone or shooting someone. I don't know what I said.
My friend's a nonce, bro.
He works in a kebab shop now. Like, that's his life. Pedophilia, could you imagine? Pretty hardcore.
Yeah, but you're all underage, so maybe they.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh, he'll fuck me.
You know what? I lost my virginity at 16, right?
That's super cool.
Yeah, pretty epic. And at the time, I didn't think that was young, but looking back, 16.
I lost mine at 17.
Yeah. Do you feel like
Maybe
looking back that was quite young?
No.
Really?
I think it's 16 to 17, sort of normal.
But now when I look at 16-year-olds, I look at them and I go, you guys shouldn't be having sex yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have sex with a 16-year-old.
No, not me. Like, even between themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I look like you two shouldn't be having sex.
Oh, but even like 21-year-olds look like that to me. I'm just like, you're a kid.
You're scumbags.
Yeah.
I'm still a virgin.
That's,
Congratulations.
good guy.
Yeah, that's why you like anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like, you know what I find interesting? Like, I'm 27. How old are you? You don't know how old you are.
Who's counting, bro?
Yeah, who's counting? How old are you?
29.
29.
I'm actually curious. How old are you?
Whatever you want me to be, I'll be.
I'd say like 28.
Oh, interesting. How old do you think I am?
I think I know how old you are.
How?
Aren't you like 32?
Really?
Didn't you say you were 32?
I don't know. Maybe.
31?
45.
45. Well, he is age ambiguous.
Yeah.
He could be any age.
28, 29, 26?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Will you tell us off air?
Huh? Yeah.
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 Are you doing this industry thing where you want to keep your age a secret?
Yeah. What? No, I'm telling everyone I'm really old
Oh, really?
and see what happens.
Imagine
gonna.
that increases your
I
booking
consider
somehow.
you. I consider you like Ali Wood's kind of age, like 27, 28. That's why.
How old is Ali?
Like 27, 28.
I don't think he is. I think Ali's 29 or 30 even.
Oh,
How old is Ali?
I think it's 28. 28.
Oh.
27, 28.
Adam Kumas is 30, I think.
How old is Tom Elwes?
Probably like 27, 28, 26. I don't know.
Elliot's deceptively young. How old's Elliot? Like 25?
Elliot who?
Which Elliot?
Still.
Elliot Steele's like 26, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
he's
started when he
young.
was like 14.
But he's been going for 47 years, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot where I was going with
But
that point.
Elliot Steele does look like an old 26. He kind of looks...
Yeah, comedy would do that.
Yeah.
So there was this couple in the front row of one of my shows, one of my amazing shows all around the country. Anyway, it was a young couple, maybe like 19. And I looked at them, I was like, oh, you guys are just like learning how to have sex together.
Yeah.
And you're just, this is what you guys are doing to fill in time between sex shifts. Because at like 18, 19, you're just like, if you've got someone to have sex with, that's all you're doing.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
It's literally like, I'd have sex like, when I was like 18, I'd have sex like 5-6 times a day.
That.
Pardon?
You're
You
not-
didn't experience that?
No.
What about like wanking to hentai? How many rounds would you put in?
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
How many wanks have you had in a day?
I don't know. What, the most?
Yeah, the most.
I don't know. 7?
7!
Maybe.
That's high. How many have you had in a day?
Don't clip this, you bastard.
I don't think 7. Maybe
7.
like 4.
4, it's got to be an upper limit.
Maybe
Yeah.
6. I can't remember.
Do you remember that day?
No, I don't remember.
just have a feeling
I
it's
just said
that
a random
high.
number, yeah.
It'd just be coming dust at the end of that.
It was, yeah.
I mean, when your mum's home, what else are you doing? Do you know what I mean?
Whoa. There he is.
Yeah.
There she is.
Oh, look at that beautiful woman.
Oh, no.
All right, let's talk about the rise of mummy porn. What is that about? We can't clip this, can we?
I thought this was an MMA podcast.
Oh yeah, we drift away from that fairly swiftly.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You mean like mummy, like ancient Egypt? or
MILF
like,
porn.
Yes, that. Oh, I'd love to see that. But like, whenever I go on the hub these days, right? It's always like, boy bangs stepmom or boy gets disciplined by
I
mum.
can get stepmom. But my dad's had like 5 wives and they're all pretty hot.
But when you watch
Is your
it,
dad Muslim?
Nah.
when you watch it, they always, sometimes they'll call it mum, call the woman mum in it.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But it's not his mum.
It's not his mum, but he says it. Luke, you're defending this.
I don't have a problem with step porn.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Did you get with your stepmom?
I would have if she gave me
Really?
the opportunity.
Okay, so when I remember, you got a joke about having a fit stepmom, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when the fit stepmom came about?
Like 12? No, younger. I was in primary school, like 9.
Did you know she was fit when you were 9?
Yeah, I used to really, really like her.
So you had those feelings.
Yeah.
We had a 9-year-old here the other day. He didn't express any of that. So either he's
Didn't have a
lying.
Stepmom.
That's true. We should get him. Well, he might do one day.
Oh.
Why did you have a little boy here?
You saw the little boy.
Yeah, but why?
Oh, why did we have it here?
Yeah.
Just wanted to.
Why are you asking him about his sex stuff? as well?
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
Did we?
No.
No, we didn't.
Good.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, good. I think
Yeah.
that was the right call.
No, but what we did ask him is, have you ever had a girlfriend?
Mm.
And he just he expressed no interest in that, which kind of tells me that.
I think, yeah, but like
Yeah.
year 6, whatever age you are in year 6, I remember sort of being like, girls are interesting, man.
Yeah, I started having crushes on girls in like year 3, 4.
Yeah.
How old is that? 9?
No, that's like 7, 8.
7. When was your first crush?
Probably year 5?
Year 5.
10, around 10.
Mine was year 4, and the only reason I liked her is because she smelled like Weetabix. So I'd like to sit next to her and just sniff her.
I like 2 girls at the same
Her
time.
name was Alex.
Like a lady of the grain.
I like
Mm.
2 girls at the same time. I think one was like Polish and one was like,
What did you like about him?
she had nice hair.
Ah,
And then I liked a,
year 5.
something like that.
Yeah,
I think I liked I think she was like Filipino or something.
right.
Yeah.
You had a Filipino in your school.
Yeah.
It's kind of rare. Don't you think that's rare?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I ever had.
When was your first crush?
On a Filipino person?
No, just in general.
Yeah, maybe like year 5, year 4.
What'd you like about her?
I don't remember. Just remember thinking, yeah, she's hot.
She's the one.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear my what's the my villain origin story? Do you want to hear my villain origin story? So I had a crush on this girl in like year 4, year 5, and I'd get my mum to give her a lift to karate with me so I could spend more time with her and stuff. And then for Valentine's Day, I wrote her a Valentine's Day card, got into school early, and I put it on her desk before she came in. And she saw it. She got her friends to read it. They all laughed, looked at me, and then ripped it in front of me.
What? And then you just karate chopped them all.
And then I hit them all.
Is that how you shot up your school?
And that's how the school shooting happened, yeah.
That is savage.
You deserved it, though.
Yeah.
You definitely deserved that.
And then, like, in 2015, I looked her up on Facebook and I was like, lol, she goes to a shit uni. I win. I win.
And she's got AIDS and she died.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she got AIDS, yeah. I was very sad when that happened.
Yeah.
It's funny thing is, though, right, it's funny what sticks with you from your childhood, because I remember that. She probably has no recollection of that whatsoever.
I don't think I told a
the
girl I
lasting
liked her until I was like 21.
Really?
I never asked a girl out.
What the fuck have you been doing your entire life?
I'm just scared.
Just watching anime and eating Doritos.
Pretty much.
Oh,
I was just
God.
scared of telling people.
When did you have your heart broken for the first time?
Like properly?
Yeah, effectively, yeah.
Probably before I was born, when my father left.
Oh, that would do it. That would do it. You felt it in the womb. Damn.
No, I think first heartbreak was probably when I was like 18, you know?
Yeah.
Late. Well, not late, but like that's when you first proper liked someone, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have a first girlfriend until I was 28. I'm 29 now, so.
He didn't start living his life until he started stand-up comedy, genuinely.
Hell yeah.
It's true.
I think you got into comedy just to have a life.
Probably, yeah. It's fair.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
take
pretty
that.
cool.
That's good. Look at you go.
I know.
Now look at you. You have friends. Well, you had friends.
I had friends, but nothing. No good
Scumbags.
friends.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
scumbags.
All scumbags. Hate my friends. I'm going to one's wedding tomorrow.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know what's the problem with our age? I'm 27 now. If I got someone pregnant tomorrow, no one would be like, "Oh my God, you're too young. What are you doing?" Everyone would be like, "Yeah, no, you're having a baby. That's fair. That's very reasonable."
Yeah, you got to sort that out.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
that's
knock
all
up
on
a
you.
random girl, then probably.
Maybe, but it's not like shock horror. You're having, like, there's no underage pregnancy for me now. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, you're ruining your life. That's not happening.
Do you have any relationship advice?
Any relationship advice?
Yeah.
Cherish her.
Oh, that's beautiful. Why are you asking Muhsin for
Yeah,
relationship advice?
I don't know.
I'm pretty.
What's the longest relationship you've had?
Oh, I've had some long relationships.
What is it?
Yeah, my longest one is probably 4 years.
Oh, well, that's really long.
Yeah,
How's your current relationship going?
it's going great.
Is it
Yeah, we're going pretty strong. That's at 3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah,
Oh.
3 beautiful
Oh,
years.
look at you.
No problems there whatsoever.
No problems. Then.
Not a single problem there whatsoever.
Hmm.
It's kind of sad.
I like my relationship.
Yeah.
It's good.
How long you been with your missus?
Like a year and a bit.
What relationship advice do you have?
Take care of her. Take her to the cinema, the arcade.
It's the same thing your nephew said, who's
Yeah.
9.
So he's been mentoring Farhan.
Yeah.
Dirty boy. What relationship do you have, Luke?
I haven't got any.
Advice, sorry,
Alone.
relationship advice.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You know when you're at a wedding, right? And they're slow dancing and they're all happy and stuff. And then you remember 60% of marriages end in divorce. And then you look at that couple once more who are looking at each other like this. Knowing damn well it's statistically likely that they're going to be in a courtroom one day arguing about a coffee table.
Yeah.
And
I
who
was-
owns it.
I was at a Indian wedding last week,
Oh, yeah.
and there was loads of white people and black people.
Oh, nice.
And I was just thinking, like, they're definitely gonna go on TikTok and be like, "Hey guys, come with me to my first Asian wedding."
Oh, yeah, 1,000,000%.
Come with me to my first Asian wedding. For starters, we had mimosas, and
No, hang on. You've gone too much. You've gone too far. First, they're going to tell you about where they appropriated their outfit from.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got this from a small part of India. It's called Wembley.
Look at you coming with jokes. Good for you.
Oh.
Sometimes he contributes something to this podcast, and it's
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah, so I was just imagining that, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool.
It's quite nice. I can't wait for your wedding.
Why?
I'm going to ruin it.
Why?
I'm just gonna turn up drunk and start insulting your whole family. You know how much I know about his family? It's mad.
Is it?
Yeah, I know way too much about your family for someone who's not in his family.
Go on then.
I'm not gonna start airing out your family's dirty laundry on here. That was your nephew's job.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
Bro, his nephew, that kid last week was his nephew, by the way. We didn't just find him.
That's a relief.
He just started saying stuff about his parents, his parents' divorce and stuff on the podcast. And then he sent this to his sister, like, yo, can we clip this? And she's like, yeah. And his mum was like, no. Oh, Jacob's a good kid. He's either going to watch back that podcast in 10 years' time and going, oh, my uncle was sick, or what the, why's my uncle using me for views?
He handled himself well.
He did handle himself very well.
Yeah, what do you...
He got some people sliding into my DMs telling me how cute he is. And I just like...
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like who?
Just like random followers going, oh my God, he's so cute. And I was like,
Why
yeah,
do you
he
think
is.
it's your nephew?
That is interesting, yeah. I think because he's like... He looks more like my nephew, to be fair, because he's mixed raced.
He looks kind of Turkishy.
Yeah, because he's mixed race. He's got that little Turkish little twang to him.
Mm.
If you didn't know me,
Yeah.
obviously you and I are best friends, lovers,
Yeah.
brothers,
Yeah.
cousins. But if you didn't know all the things you know about me, which is everything, where would you think I'm from?
I mean, I thought you were Nigerian.
Yeah,
And then you told me at the start of this podcast you're Turkish,
yeah, and you were shocked.
which I didn't even know that was
Do
a
you know
group
what I
of
thought you
people.
was?
Yeah.
Do you know what I thought you was?
What?
A prick.
Oh.
And I was not wrong.
I am Nigerian.
You got owned.
In here.
From the waist down.
Where do people think you're from?
Pakistan.
Yeah.
Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, all the same place really. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, when I was in America, some guy said to me, Espanol? And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you guys would both be Mexican. In
We're both
America.
I
Mexican.
was like,
there.
thank you.
Everyone not black or white is Mexican.
When he said Espanol, I was like, ¿qué?
See, the good thing about my skin tone
Mm.
is I tick a lot of diversity boxes because you can just put me in somewhere and just say, yeah, he's from there.
You like pink, yellow,
Yeah.
pink and yellow at the same time.
What does that make? Pink and yellow. If you mix pink and yellow, what does that make? What color does that make?
Pink lemonade.
Yeah.
If you mix pink and yellow,
Pink lemonade.
what color does it make? Pink lemonade. It's not shisha. Peachy orange.
Peachy orange.
I am a peachy orange.
There you go.
Ah.
You are a peachy orange.
Yeah.
Aw. You want to spread my peaches, don't you?
What am I, just a
Bastard.
brown?
You're just a disgusting brown, to be honest.
Oh.
You're a scumbag.
That's rude.
Which part of South Asia is your favorite part?
Me?
Yeah.
I've never been, but obviously I've got to go with Pakistan.
Who are the funniest people in South Asia?
Goes Khan.
No, the funniest people as a.
Oh.
Who are the funniest people in general?
It's a racist question.
Yeah, it's a racist.
What do you mean the funniest?
Yeah.
Like, you mean...
Like, who's got the reputation for being funny the
Oh.
most?
Like, are Pakistanis funnier than Indians?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Or
don't know.
Bengalis.
I don't know
Yeah.
that.
Shall I look it
I don't
up?
know.
I think Indians are pretty funny, no?
Who are-
They
Indians,
got-
like,
they-
you can make the most fun of because they wobble their head and shit.
But they've also got the most people. It's unfair.
Yeah.
in South Asia.
They got the most funny and the least amount of funny people.
I mean, India's got the biggest comedy scene.
Yeah, it's huge.
Massive. Yeah, we'll go with India then.
I asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said that was racist.
Yeah, we told you that 2 minutes ago.
Well, I had to check with AI
Yeah,
What do you think is the funniest?
to make sure.
So that's a good question. What do you think is the funniest race? I'll go with Somalians.
I think race.
They're funny. They're funny people. They're hilarious. Even ones that aren't comedians. They're funny. They're just jokes.
To be more general about it, I
I
say
think-
black people are the funniest people.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
hilarious.
you reckon?
Yeah.
I think Arabs are the funniest.
Oh, Arabs are
Really?
private.
Yeah, Arabs are funny.
Yeah,
Arab-
Arabs are for those TikTok videos where they're just doing random shit.
They're like sensationally arrogant and
Yeah.
racist in the
Yeah.
in the funniest way, but
What
also not above like laughing at themselves.
What I respect about young rich Arab people is they refuse to be bored.
Right?
Like they will just go and have the craziest night.
Yeah.
They're like, "What are we doing tonight? Let's go get a lion."
Let's go buy Spain.
Yeah. You hang out with Arabs for long enough, you're doing something. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You'll be like on a rooftop having shisha with like a tiger next to you for no reason.
Yeah, let's go buy Jack Grealish for no reason.
Yeah. Arabs refuse to be bored, which I respect. Black people have the best comedy, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like most of my favorite comedians are black.
yeah.
So
Dave
I'm
Chappelle,
impressive. Yeah.
Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Patrice. They got
Martin
they got a
Lawrence.
lot of the goats.
Yeah.
Cat Williams.
Yeah. They got like
Yeah, they're all black.
Yeah,
got like
they
a
are
big
all black.
percentage
Let me
of
just
the
double
top
check
10.
that. Let me ask
Yeah.
AI.
of the top 10 like GOAT list of comedians. They got like a big percentage of that. They got like 70%.
Richard Pryor,
Richard
Eddie
Pryor,
Murphy.
and
Eddie
also
Murphy.
also historical like comedians who made waves in the scene and set the next generation.
Did we say Chris Rock?
Yeah.
All of these guys. Steve Harvey was a funny comedian. I really like Steve Harvey's comedy. He told some really good
Micah
stories.
Hall.
Michael Hall.
Shout out.
Yeah. Tadiwa.
Yeah.
I think goes
Killing
Richard
it,
Pryor,
Edinburgh.
Tadiwa, Eddie Murphy.
Kazim and then Bemi.
Yeah.
It's a good list. It's a good list.
Because, I mean, black comedy legends in the UK. You got Slim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You got Kane Brown.
Kane Brown.
Mo's doing fantastic. Axel Blake.
Babatunde.
Luke
Baba
Chilton.
Tunde is very funny.
Ori.
Ori.
Big Ori.
Oh, I love
Kojo's had a very successful
Oh, yeah.
career.
Some would say Ori was the best.
Ori's hilarious.
I love Ori.
I love Ori.
Ori
Except when he like fucking manhandles me or you.
Ori hurts me every time he sees me.
Oh, 'cause he's so strong.
He just hurts
Oh,
me.
it's fun.
What do you mean he hurts you?
He'll either crack me.
What do you mean crack you?
So like one time he lifted me over a coffee table for no reason. Like he came into the green room and he was like, "Come here," and he
Yeah.
hugged me. And then and I was fat when this happened, like really fat. Like I was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
92 kilos. And he picked me up over the coffee table and just held me there and shook me a bit, and my back cracked.
He's a strong boy.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a comedy question for you, Luke. Do you feel you're being held back because you're a straight white male?
Yeah, man.
Is it?
It's
Is that
hard.
is that real?
It's hard out
Because a
here.
lot of people say that. So
I don't. Well, I'm black, so it's sort of alright.
Yeah. So it's irrelevant to him.
Yeah, but I imagine it's very hard for. these
It's
straight
not a
white
good
guys.
Uh,
time to be a straight white male in comedy.
oh, but you're not actually a straight white man. A straight
Yeah.
white like
Yeah.
I refuse to admit I'm gay, though.
Yeah. That's what's holding you
you don't
back.
want.
That is
the,
what
you don't want the push. for
I
being
could
gay.
have. I could have the whole career if I admitted my bisexuality, but I'm not going to.
So these like competitions, yeah, that are like the LGBTQ plus comedy awards, right?
Mm.
I'm straight, but what if I just say I'm gay or bi? Like, how can they? Do I have to like
You have to do a set.
suck a dick at the
Yeah, but
entrance?
this is
to
why
prove
no
it?
one trusts bisexual people.
Also,
That's
why is there no
exactly-
why
yeah.
is there no Pakistani comedian of the year?
You can do it.
I'll just be me versus fucking Usman Shabili.
Tell you what, I would smash the living hell out the Turkish Cypriot comedian of the year. I'd win that every year. Easy. Easy money. Name me any other Turkish Cypriot comedians on the circuit.
There's got to be some.
There's a girl who's an open mic comedian.
name?
Her name's Shaz. She seems like
Oh,
a
I
nice
think
girl.
she follows me. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a nice girl. There's a guy called Shaban
No.
who's been going for years. I think he does a comedy store every now and then, but he doesn't like do the circuit anymore.
Yeah.
But he's got a good relation with the comedy store, so I think he does that every now and then.
Adam Kumas is half Pakistani.
Half
Yeah.
Greek.
Yeah.
You and how in touch is he with his Pakistani roots? Is he more Greek or is he more Pakistani?
I don't know.
Oh,
I think
well,
he's
I think
just
he's
white.
more Croydon. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
just white.
he's more black t-shirt and black jeans.
That's what he has. His wardrobe is just fucking.
He's got the wardrobe of a psychopath.
But it actually is that, you know. It's
Yeah.
not- he's told me that is what wardrobe is. That's
What
not,
a guy.
That's not a joke. It's efficient. It's a man of efficiency.
Every now and then, that seems like a good idea.
One
like,
time I
just
saw him
going
wear a
on.
grey t-shirt. I was like, "You're right, bro."
Midlife crisis.
Why are you trying to reinvent yourself all of a sudden?
Why are you talking about random comedians? Have you got any more shit talking topics?
No, I think we've done that. We've done it basically an hour, haven't we, Lukey
Yeah,
boy?
it's, a minute and 45 seconds
Go
off.
on, quick. Something random, clippable.
Good catch. George Bush doesn't care about black people. That's clippable. Should we say goodbye?
Okay.
Goodbye. I'm going to miss you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Punchline Podcast. My name is Muhsin and Yesilada. If you've come this far, Farhan, what are you? Yes. Luke, what are you?
Uh, oh.
Luke, just end it whenever. Have we ended yet?
No.
End it in the next 3 seconds.